Professor, here's my question. I'm just trying to appreciate this as someone who's Occidental. I'm a Westerner, obviously a Christian, and I'm trying to figure out through common sense. If I'm 22 years old, some of these guys are in their early 20s, and for the last 8 years I've watched television, I've kept up with events, read the papers, and talked to my friends, and all I hear is Americans, rightly or wrongly, killing Islamic people. Every night on television. Every night, that's what we do. I know it started with 9/11, and you could argue they started it. You can argue that also their argument from the bin Laden crowd is we started by putting 10,000 troops in the Holy Land of Saudi Arabia. I can hear all the arguments. Race wars and religious wars don't need a beginning. And they rarely have an end.
And Chris, you just said something.
You can always come out with the other side's wrong. You can always claim the other side. We can do it, they can do it.
Chris, you said something very important at the beginning of that statement there, which is that all we ever hear is, and then fill in the blank. That's the problem. What we rarely hear, Chris, is that the vast majority of Muslims are killed by other Muslims, not by any foreign power. For example, just this last week, Muslims came out with a report on behalf of West Point Military Academy deriving their data from Arabic language sources, Chris, in order to preempt charges of Western bias. And that data showed unequivocally that in the last few years alone, 85% of Al-Qaeda's victims have been Muslims. And in the last 2 years, 98%.
Well, what does that tell you, though? How does that get you any further? The IRA used to kill Irish people.
No, I'll
it
tell you.
It didn't stop the
Chris,
wars over there for the longest time.
I'll tell you exactly where it gets us. We know, news reports have pointed out routinely, that one of the suspects of the of the Muslim Americans now detained in Pakistan left behind a video showing Muslim carnage and then saying that we need to defend our fellow Muslims. Where if these young men are heading over to Pakistan to join an Al-Qaeda-driven jihad, they are not going to be defending Muslims at all. They're likely going to be killing them. That's the message that needs to get out broader, further, faster.